Hey guys, it's Young Wealth. Today I gotta get back on my Quant bag. Biggest Quant. I brought this at 63. I brought a couple thousand at 63. Repeat, I brought a couple thousand at 63. At the end of the day, guys, I didn't buy 1,000 Quant. I bought a couple $1,000 worth of Quant. I wish I owned a couple thousand Quant. That would be beautiful. Maybe one day. Now, in today's video, it's a ballsy title right now. It says own 50 Quant QNT and call it a day. Now, as you can see, the price point is looking wonderful. This is a clear trajectory to the upside. Not only is it clear, like this is a big move. At the end of the day, where is 63? 63 is not even a month ago. This is why I tell you assets will give you opportunities on the downside. That's why when I tell you about DCA, let me just get off this graph here, this beautiful graph, and go to this beautiful graph. When I say you should DCA and pick your moments, this is exactly what I mean. If we just go on the graph and I go all the way to 63, I must see what percent move that is. This is literally the bottom. I literally bought the bottom. Going along around there to where we at now. Let me just drag this over here, drag this up a bit, and we can see how much profit we made, right? So right now I'm up 89%. 89%. 89% just off holding the bag. Without no technical analysis knowledge, just by knowing, okay, when you zoom out, you can literally see where the low points are. When you zoom out, you can see, listen, the last bottom was where? The last major bottom before the run up of 160 was where? 62. And where? 58. So around that region, 62 was strong support anyway. Because you gotta understand that where did the last impulsive move come from? If we just look at the last impulsive move, where does the lines connect? Around the same region, right? So that was what you call a bottom. So anywhere buying at 58 to 60 to 70, that was the region where the bottom was, and that was where the last impulsive move occurred, around here. Let me just draw this out. I'm holding the microphone on my wrong hand. Look, the last impulsive move happened just before this area, and the most recent impulsive moves happening in the same zone between these two red lights. So anywhere here is always a buy. I don't care. Anywhere here was always a buy. I was trying to tell people in my Discord to buy. I hope people in the Discord brought and took and profited. Now you could either take some profits. There ain't no harm in taking a couple hundred off the table. That's free money. That's free money. Now, am I saying you have to take profits? No. There's nothing wrong with taking a couple hundred off the table, and there's nothing wrong with holding for the next 20 years. Okay? It depends on the person and the individual before you comment. So with that being said, let's get into why owning 50 of them, you can say you're for financial freedom. Now, we're just going to be honest and check the calculator. How much is 50? 5.6 thousand. If we just 5.6 thousand, okay? Now, you got to understand that I do believe a 20x from here is pretty easy. That's 2,000, right? That's a $2,000 Quant. Let's just get that in the calculator. 20x approximately. From here, 2020, right? That's 50 times 50, 113,000 off a $5,000 investment, right? But you got to understand that some people think, oh, there's way more coins that are lower that can make that much profit. But this is a 20x for me in Quant. It's just like you're gonna be making money at a pretty comfortable rate where the dips are not that vicious and the pumps are just steady. Like Quant is a creeper. Like, I remember when it was at $35 or $45 back here and I ignored it. I didn't buy this bottom. It went to 45, bro. Look, $46. Can you see the price point? It was at 46. I remember this, bro. I remember exactly where I was at when I seen this chart and I didn't buy any at 46. I remember I ignored that price thinking it might go to 35. Look what happened after this. Look what happened after, from 46, it went to 190. So if we just round it up, that's almost a 5x. Okay? So just understand that's a good opportunity. Once again, it's not a 20x, nothing crazy, but this is still all on the micro. This is still all in the past 5 years. We've had the past 2 bull runs. Like, if you zoom out 5 years ago, guess what? It weren't even the start of a bull run yet. So this just shows you how brand new the markets are. It shows you how brand new the markets are to mainstream attention. Okay? So at the end of the day, I hope you guys really take heed to what I'm saying in this video, because it's times like this where you're going to look back, and I'm going to look back in 5 years and think, damn, Quant was really at, Quant QNT was really at $114. I didn't buy any. I wish I could say I promise you. I can't say anything that's financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, just so you understand. But I just really believe with conviction that this token here is going in a couple of thousands. It's going in 5 figures. Well, it could take a while, but it's going there. There's many potential Bitcoins out there right now that you don't even know it. People need to widen their lens to the future of blockchain and the future adoption, because right now, what's the entire market cap for crypto is 3.3 trillion. The United States spent around 10 trillion so far in this year. They've spent $9 trillion this year. They've overspent by 1.2 trillion. Their budget was around 8 trillion. They've spent over 1.2 trillion. They've overspent by 1.2 trillion. So at the end of the day, don't think like this is huge. Crypto is still tiny. So you have to broaden your lens to a world where multiple coins are worth what Bitcoin's worth today. There's multiple coins, like there's tens of coins that are in the trillions or the high billions, like the hundreds of billions. Like, you got to understand, if you don't have that conviction, then maybe holding for 5-10 years ain't the route for you. Maybe your short-term trade is what you want to do. But me personally, I have the conviction. I'm not saying you have to have that conviction. This me personally, right? I have the conviction that we will see prices in the 4 to 5 figure range, possibly 6. I'm just being honest. I've made multiple videos talking about the Overledger, made multiple videos talking about the business benefit, the way like Quant runs business on the blockchain. I've made multiple videos on that, and it just gave me the belief that we are so undervalued. It's one of the only coins that has actual use. Like, it's actually coins being used actively. Like, a lot of these other tokens, they have the name, they have the tech, but they're not being used. So at the end of the day, I had to make a video to just alert you that I feel like, even though it's 113, remember at one point, if we just go on my videos, if we just go on my channel, let me go on my Quant videos from when I first started this channel. Let's see what the price of QNT was. My first video,
all
2 years ago.
Potentially start trading profitably is a laptop.
Turn this off. But 2 years ago in 2022, right? The price of QNT was 173. 173, okay? So these prices are still cheap. These prices are all still cheap. So I won't say you should buy. I won't say you should sell. I won't say you should do anything. That's up to you what you do, okay? But me personally, I'm still accumulating every paycheck. As you see in this video, it was 183. So with that being said, Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Smash the like button. It was Young Mouth, and I'm signing out. Peace.